Sup the guys, Space Bandit here with another episode of World of Tanks. Yeah, you know what guys, I have so much footage that is still on my hard drive that I think I'm gonna have to start pumping some of these videos out. So this game is gonna be interesting because, well, we're gonna try to hold this position here on Vineyards, and from here, well, I'm playing SP, the Chinese tank destroyer, 114 SP2. And I try to get myself in position where I can snipe here. But, you know, I don't want to be the first one in because, like, I don't want to get shafted. So I'm going to play a little bit cautiously here. I'm going to come up to this area, which is quite guarded. And you have a lot of buildings here. So I should be fairly safe in here. Although on the left side, like I got spotted here on the left side, I'm exposed now. So I'm going to get shafted from the left side here, I think. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. And now I'm kind of looking at the map, and that's important. Looking at the map, trying to understand how many enemies are we dealing with here. Looks like a lot of them. And at the same time, I'm looking back here, I'm seeing T-57 Heavy, 3 other tanks. We have about 4. I guess we could have held this, but T-57 Heavy is the one that is a difference maker because he can unload that clip really quickly. So I didn't want to stick around in that position. And would we be able to win the south side if I stayed there? Likely not. And this is the things that you have to consider, right? That's what goes through your head while you play the game. It's like, will I be able to win this if I stay in this position? Normally, if it was any other tank than T-57 Heavy, maybe I would consider staying. But again, I have no armor, and they seem to be pushing quite hard on that side, so I didn't think that was a good thing. And at that point, I didn't know that machine was there. And look at that. Machine is there as well. So there's no way we would have been able to win that side. So, you know, the tanks that stayed, they're gonna die. There's nothing they can do. But I got myself in a position in the open field where I can actually snipe at these guys. So that's the idea here. Try to put some shells. And at the end of the day, saving your tank, I think, is the most important thing. Especially if you have a way out and if you have a position to fall back to. Now, SP2 is fast enough, has very good mobility, and it has that big alpha. So definitely you're able to escape, and then you're able to deal that damage end game if you need to. So yeah, the key, I guess, thing in this game is try not to throw your tank away, right? If you don't throw your tank away, you still have a chance. Now, if your team is bad and they're gonna collapse, like it happens in many cases, this is not gonna work, right? But still, if you survive more, you'll be able to probably get more damage end game. But you should always look at opportunities. Never just run away and, you know, don't look at the map or don't look at what's happening around you. You need to know what's happening around you so that you basically can help wherever you can. So now basically what we're trying to do here is ambush these guys. And since I fell back to the position where my friendlies were, there's a lot more of us here right now. So I'm going to be patient here. I'm going to wait for these guys to see if they're actually approach. And looks like they're approaching, looks like they're pushing hard. And there's a lot more tanks than I anticipated, right? You can see 5 tanks over here now. So we're going to try to get some shots here. Nothing yet. The terrain does not allow us to do anything. But we're going to be patient. We're losing this game. At this point, you look at the score, you know it's a loss. It has to be, right? Like, we're losing significantly. But let's take this machine out first, and that's what we're going to do. And then we're going to try to focus on any of these YOLOs that come over towards my side here, on top of the ridge line, on the approach, or try to see if we can help our friendlies on the right side there. So we have a shot into this T-62A. We put one in. I'm also paying attention to my left side because I see there are red tanks in the middle, but I don't think they have shots at me at the moment. So right now, opposition is not paying attention to me. So I'm just going to deal damage whenever I can. I don't think there's anybody else in area D4 right now. So we're going to scoot down, try to help our Centauro here. So we're going to try to take this guy out here. Put a shell into him. Unfortunately, I think Centauro kills him before I do. And now we have these guys pinned. So we should be able to take both of them out, to be honest. So T-62A first. And now this 780, man, he puts that shell into me. Unfortunate, really unfortunate. I was hoping Centauro would move up a little bit sooner, but he didn't. It is what it is. But just like that, by falling back to where my friendlies were, we were able to stop that push. And again, it takes players that, you know what they're doing, that know where to shoot other tanks, know where to pen other tanks, so on and so forth. But that's key. Like, you have to learn basics of the game in order to be doing these things. But in a nutshell, if you have a chance to fall back to your friendlies when you're in trouble, that's probably the best play. And here we're going to try to ambush these guys that are coming in. The problem is both of them are pretty much full health. So this is going to be a problem because this Centauro just YOLOs our Centauro, takes him out of the game. And now I'm kind of stuck 2v1. There's a shed barn there, and there's Centauro. What do I do? At this point, I thought this game was lost. So, to be honest, I went after the shed barn because of the big gun. And he scuffs his shot, puts it into my track. So at this point, I have to choose what I'm going to do. Like, since Centauro is on me, I thought, okay, I can maybe kill him here with a high roll. But unfortunately, we low roll. And he puts a shell into us. So we're going to run off from the shed barn. And we're going to back up here, kill the Centauro, but unfortunately we did not have enough HP to survive this. So we die at the same time. But look what happens here. We brought this game to 1v1 from what? Was it 6 versus 11 or something like that? And now we're hoping that our 121 can finish this up and pull this game out from the jaws of defeat. A little place like this will make a big difference in your win rate, right? So just keep that in mind, guys. I guess now the question is whether this guy can actually finish this game for us and give us a win. So this is 50-50 here because whoever spots whoever first should be able to finish the game here. And fortunately, Shedbarn didn't even realize that 121 was on top of the ridgeline. So 121 puts a shell into him, and we take this game. Anyway, so this was played on Monkey's account. I don't think he plays the game anymore, but I used to use his account every once in a while to play the game because he had different tanks than I did. Decent game. We didn't finish on top, but we were a significant contributor to the game, and that's the key thing here. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this game. Hopefully, I'm going to find time to make these videos. I'm going to try. That's it for now. Until next time, happy tanking, Space Bandit. Check it out.